final conclusion. As Jonathan said, I was going to make this my number 10 speech, and then I started looking through my book and realized that I already talked about my number 10 speech as my professional speaking career. So for me, the final conclusion in Wichita is selling this house that I bought in April. So in July, I talked to everybody about staging houses. So this is kind of where the tires meet the road, and this is what my version of staging a house in Wichita is to sell it. My house is in College Hill. It was built in 1929. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 2,000 square feet. This is what it looks like. It's a typical colonial, all brick house. If you can notice, all the outside white trim was painted to bring up the color of the whiteness of the house. The front entry, most of the house has wood floors in it. It's a typical crown molding, a lot of detail on the inside. This is the #1 bedroom. It was originally painted orange, and for $50 it got tan instead of orange, but all the blue trim went, and then we went and bought bed linens. This is the master bathroom. We painted the fireplace, and that was all that we did to this room to finish it out. But if you notice, one of my staging secrets is removing clutter, filling up a storage unit to get rid of a lot of this stuff, to make sure that everything in the house is clean and crisp. I think that's my #1 thing about staging a house, is make sure that it's clean. This is the #2 bedroom. I didn't have any furniture in here, and so I kind of, maybe not fumbled, but instead of having cheap furniture, I decided not to. This is the living room. One thing about the living room was we actually removed furniture to get rid of some of the clutterness, and the black end tables and the TV stand was actually purchased at Dillon's for $150. So that was all that we really invested, was $150. This is the dining room. Nothing really changed. I was looking at changing the back mirror, but after looking into it, that was a pretty big disaster. This is the kitchen. Not a lot was changed in the kitchen. For $50, I changed all the light fixtures to change them to white, but overall the kitchen was pretty well updated. So there wasn't, luckily, a lot of improvements done in the kitchen. This is my famous bathroom that I talked about. This is what it looks like now. All the pink tile is gone. The baby blue walls are gone. For a College Hill house, I don't know if everybody's seen a lot of College Hill houses, but this is one of the few that has a full finish basement without any structural enhancements. It does have a daylight window in it. This house was built by the builder of most of the houses in College Hill, so it is a little unique. And then it has an unfinished side with kind of a shop area where all the laundry is. But this is for College Hill basement. This is actually pretty clean. And then one of the unique features of this house, it has a very large backyard. It's not very wide, but it's very long, so it gives this deep impression. It does have an outbuilding for storage of your lawn equipment. It has a nice little patio. You can picture yourself maybe under the patio with the lights on during the summer having a barbecue. So it is a very big yard with lots of little features with mature trees in it, a little 2-car garage. Inside the garage is a little shop area where you can do all your little knick-knack handyman things. And then it has a very nice neighborhood. This is in the front house. It does have a gas-lit lantern in front that uses little Coleman little lanterns in it. So you can see that this is a very unique, quaint house in College Hill. And of course, I'm volunteering my time for my realtor. And if I was to give you this CD on your own, it would come with music. So that was my staging secrets for staging my house in College Hill. I spent about $5,000 in improvements. The major things that I used for improvements were paint. So the whole inside of the house, except for the master bedroom, got painted on the inside. It was all painted to tan, except for the gray bedroom that I showed you. The bathroom cost me probably about $800 when I went in with new tile, a new tub, or a new sink, excuse me, beadboard, I changed out a couple light fixtures. I put in a little chandelier in the front entry because I think the front entry is always really important. That you want to make sure that when somebody comes into your house that you meet that 8 seconds. It only takes 8 seconds for someone to decide if they're going to buy that house or not. And that's actually not a lot of time. So the front entryway is important. That's why, you know, a little feature like a light that actually fits in the house and fits in the core of the house is unique. And then I also invested in another chandelier in the dining room to kind of set that dining room experience. But other than that, you know, some paint, cleaning the house up, a couple lights, redoing a bathroom to make it updated. That's all I invested in my house in the last 6 months. And if you can see from my video here, I hope it pays off, and we'll see what this chapter entails. Mr. Toastmaster.